Hello my nostalgic friends, in this video I want to talk about the Olympus Pen F. Yes, one of the most beautiful micro four thirds cameras ever made. This camera is a legend. It's a mirrorless camera from 2016. This camera is about 10 years old, and I want to tell you what I think about this camera, because the reviews that you can find are really old reviews, okay? And the newer one, it's from people which maybe has used 1-2 cameras and said, oh, it's the best camera ever made, okay? But I have got a little bit of experience because I use really a lot of cameras. I have here one, I use older cameras, everything. And I want to tell you the truth about this camera, okay? The truth about the Olympus Pen F. I use a lot of micro four thirds cameras. I have got the EM5 Mark II, which I have also here, okay? I want to show you. This is the EM5 Mark II. I think this is one of the best mirrorless micro four thirds cameras ever made. I had the EM1, the first. I have now the OM1. I have the Lumix G90, GX8, the GM1. I have really a lot of camera. I tried the EM5 Mark III. Okay, I used for more than 2 years the EM5 Mark III, and today I can talk about the Pen F. Okay. What's the truth about this camera? The first thing, it's a beautiful camera, okay? Aesthetically, as you can see, it's a camera which is really beautiful. You can't find any screw in any part, as you can see, no screws that you can ever see. I use this camera with the 12-32 lens from the Lumix, which I think it's perfect combination with this one. I don't like power zoom. They are slow. You switch on the camera, okay, really slow. I prefer mechanical zoom like this one, okay? This one, as you can see, it's mechanical. If I switch off the camera and I switch on again, remains in the same focal length, which I really prefer, okay? This gives zoom perfect. You can use some fixed lens like this one, 25, 1.8. It's not pancake, but it's pretty fine. I use also vintage glass like this Minolta. This is 45 f2, okay, which still really good on this camera. Is equivalent to 90 millimeters, which is something like a portrait lens, you know, vintage portrait lens. And actually we have got aperture ring. I don't know why Olympus and OM System doesn't make lens with aperture ring, which is really comfortable to use. And this is the result, okay? And let's talk about the truth about this camera. As I told you, is from 2016, okay, this camera. Actually, he's one of the first with the new 20 megapixel sensor, embodiment stabilization, only full HD video, a lot of stuff. But what is important about this camera? The first thing that I want to tell you is the build quality, okay? Because the build quality of the EM5 Mark II, which is maybe the previous version, okay, previous camera of Olympus, this one, it's built like a tank. Stay really good in the hands. It's really solid and compact camera. You can feel it's good build, okay? And I hope in my heart the Olympus Pen F will be built like that one, but actually not. It's more built like the EM5 Mark III, okay? The Mark III of the EM5, actually, it's completely different camera. It's fully made by plastic. It's built so bad. My copy breaks on the bottom, which you attach the tripod, it breaks because it's full plastic. This one is full magnesium alloy, okay? It's heavy. Bam. And this Pen F, actually, it's not built like that. Actually, they say this is metal, okay, on top, on the bottom, but maybe it's metal, some thin metal, I'm not sure, looks still plasticky, but actually in the hands feel a little bit plasticky than this one, okay? Not plastic, but feels, okay? I show you one thing. Here, we have got the door, okay? This door for the connection, for the USB and the HDMI. Actually, it's really thin and has some movement, okay? I don't like. It's a really bad build. It's really thin. It doesn't feel good anytime. The Olympus has one door. This is the SD door, but actually it's solid. Look, I open. It's so heavy. This one is weather sealed anyway. Look at that, it's good build. This one, really bad. Another thing, this camera actually has interesting design, you know, it's made for the design, beautiful. Look at that, on the bottom, we have got here the door for the battery and for the SD. As you can see, we have got less space here, more space here on the bottom, and actually it's not in axis with the bottom plate, okay? This one is a little bit inside and feels so bad when you touch, because it looks like it's broken, but it's not broken. Actually, it's only not built at the same level, okay? It's not alienated, okay? Maybe in the camera you can see, but actually this is down of the plate instead of the plate. It's a really bad feeling. Feels like it's built like a shit, okay? Really bad. I don't really like, and it has to be aesthetic and not. Okay, another thing, the dials. The dials are made from brass, okay? They are all made by brass, which is good. But actually the feeling, it's not the good as the normal Olympus. I show you. The front dial. Look the EM5. It's like a Rolex. Perfect. This one is like a chip. Made by metal, but actually it's different. You can hear, no? The build quality, I don't like it. Also the bottom, a lot of things here. Another thing here, this is the thumb ring, place where you put your thumb, okay? This rubber here, on half of the cameras that you can find, this one it's lost, okay, because it goes away. Not really good build, but look at the M5 how it's built. The M5 Mark II. You see, it's one piece, okay? You can't lose this one. And actually the M5 Mark III has the same building like this one, which is really bad, okay? Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the handling, you know. The build quality, I don't like it. It's not that bad, okay? It's not worse than Nikon ZF, for example. They are similar. The ZF, it's a little bit better, I think. Still, it's plasticky, but this one, it's more metal, but the hand grip, okay, how the camera handling is, it's bad. This camera is really bad to stay in the hands, okay? We have got this dial here, which is the art dial, the beautiful art dial, but you can grab the camera and this one, hurt the finger. No, where I can put my finger? It's in the middle. Uncomfortable, okay? Still the ZFC, which is worse, okay? But actually my fingers are okay here. But here, this is one, it's not in the good place. And if you see the 1.3, which I reviewed on my channel, the 1.3 has this one moved here on the bottom, which is comfortable because I can use like a hand grip, okay? Really bad. Another thing bad, the switch on power is on the left. Here, you have to use two hands to switch on the camera. It's a point and shoot camera, okay, fast, straight. You have to switch on fast the camera before you grab the second hand, but you have got to use two hands. It's really uncomfortable. On the EM5 Mark III and the newer Olympus, also the 1.3 and the OM1, which I have now, you can use this switch, okay, tuck, like on off, okay. Then you with the thumb you can switch on and off the camera. This one doesn't have that switch, okay. You don't have the switch and you can use your camera with one hand, which for the type of camera it's really bad. I'm sorry, because I love this camera. I want all my life to see if it's the perfect Micro Four Thirds camera, and I hope to be, but it's not. It's not. Another thing, we have got also some good things, okay, like the compensation dial. This is, I think, the only camera that has compensation exposure dial, which I really like to have because I can set my camera before switching on, before shooting, okay, -1, because I know there is a lot of light. I put on -1 and bam, shoot, I switch off, switch on the camera, and the camera stays there, and I can see with my eyes. That's good. The compensation dial, the only Micro Four Thirds or the only Olympus camera that has that feature that I really love. Also the Winfrey doesn't have, and I don't know why you don't put something like that, which is nice to have. We have got another common dial, but this one it's useless. This dial, if I switch it on the camera, show you. Okay, you can set, now I have got some, okay, but if I move, as you can see, I can set as you can see here, the curvature of the exposure, okay, the diagram of curvature. But I think that doesn't make sense to have this dial only for this feature, because you set one time and that's it. Anyway, you can set for the JPEGs to have the exposure curve and that thing shows how this camera is made for JPEGs, but unfortunately the color JPEGs are not that good, but I will talk later. We have got the control color dial here, which is comfortable because you can shoot color, black and white. It's nice, okay, it's really fast to use. And I show you, because I told you the another camera that I think it's better than this one outside of the viewfinder. If you need viewfinder, this one has a really good viewfinder, okay. I still prefer the camera that has in the middle, but anyway, this one has a good viewfinder, 1000/700 points, the same as this one, the same as the Winfrey. They don't change viewfinder in 10 years. It's not old, it's the same. With the technology we stay there. The Olympus AP7, not APL, AP7. I make a review, I think. This camera is better, has better handling than this one, okay, because it has a little bit of grip. It's smaller. This one is big, guys. This camera is big. Look at that. This is the APS-C ZFC. It's the same height without the viewfinder. Let's see how width. As you can see, it's half centimeter, okay, 1 centimeter maximum, now half. You see, I prefer the APS-C for the same size, okay, instead of Micro Four Thirds. And I will talk about stabilization because it's still important. And the AP7 is smaller. I think it's better. And on the AP7 we have got only one dial here on the bottom, small, which is comfortable to pass to color, to black and white. This one has some more features. I show you, because you say that the AP7 has the same feature as the Pen F. No, I show you. CRT, okay, this one thing here actually has the as you can see, I can set one color, okay, and the saturation for that color. This thing has the AP7, okay, only this one. But the Pen F, like the Winfrey, or better the Winfrey like the Pen F, has this one, okay. As you can see, I can change colors. Now I don't know why it's black and white. Ah no, sorry. Here, as you can see, I can set a full diagram for each color. You see here, this thing. The AP7 doesn't have this thing, has the other one. Okay, I don't know how to set it. I tried to make some good colors, but I can't find any way to use good colors from this camera. They look really cartoon, they look like a phone, oversaturated, not enough sharpness for some kind of things, like you make pictures of brass. Their green are not that good. It's everything amalgamate, not clear, not like a camera professional. Feels really cheap pictures, okay, with the colors. And unfortunately, this beautiful ring I hope to have some better profile colors, and I show you. I go here on art. I use only the second one, but look at the profile colors. They are really useless. Outside of black and white and the pop ones, look at that. We have got some cartoonish like Nintendo DSi, which doesn't make any sense to use, okay. The majority of those profile colors doesn't make any sense. And actually we don't have this function here, which have on the EM5 too, which is to take two pictures in the same photogram, okay, you know. This one has, this one not. And the JPEGs are not that good. I show you some pictures while I'm talking, but I don't really like the JPEGs color, okay? Because if I put black and white and I show you the box, this is the box of the camera. And why I show you the box? Because it's really a special box. As you can see, it's beautiful with this beautiful black and white picture. Look at that. And why I show you the box? Because as you can see in the box, the pictures are black and white. And this one is, I think, one of the best cameras to use black and white. Because you can, as you can see, with this dial here in the back, you can make the curvature, okay, of the colors. You have got the dial here. Yeah, you can set a really perfect JPEG color, really perfect black and white JPEG, okay? And this camera makes really, really good black and whites. I love the black and whites that comes outside of this camera. They are beautiful like the camera, okay? Really beautiful. If you shoot black and white, take in consideration this camera, I think it's one of the best, okay? They have that natural grainy, which is not natural, okay? It's artificial grainy, but looks perfect. We have got the sfumature of the black and grays, perfect. And I really like it. Also this one, the A400, makes good black and whites, okay? Has also filter, yellow, green, you know, red for black and whites. But this is natural, okay? Because the CCD sensor make natural grainy. This one, it's not natural, but actually it's perfect. Best black and white like the 1.3 and the Pen AP7. Perfect black and whites, really. If you shoot black and white, this is here, okay? But for the colors, I don't really like it. I prefer 1000 more times this one. And actually, they feel fake. I think 20 megapixels are too much for a Micro Four Thirds camera. Really too much, because so much small pixels, low ratio between the noise and the signal from the light. This one is 16 megapixel, and this camera makes more natural pictures. I really make comparisons. I watch comparisons when this one come out. 20 megapixel are not better than 16 for small size sensor, okay? Yes, maybe a little bit of detail when you watch to writings on the but image quality of this one, it's better. I prefer, okay? That's the important thing, the density of the sensor, okay? Doesn't matter how big is the sensor. Actually, bigger sensor, you can have bigger images, I think. That's the purpose. But this one with 10 megapixel on 4/3 sensor makes really natural and good pictures, because 10 megapixel are big. 20 are the half size pixel, not good. And that's it for the color. I don't like it, okay? But we have got this button for the preview of depth of field. We have got the zoom lens, and I show you the zoom lens. What a bad word. We have got the digital zoom. Show you. We have got dedicated button here. This one, this small button here. If I press it, you can zoom, as you can see on my mouth. Anyway, you can have this zoom and focus really precise. And actually, I want to show another thing. In the stabilization, as you can see, I can put the dot under the millimeters, okay? I can put like 40.5 millimeters, you know, all that kind of stuff that I don't have here. Here I have got 50, 55, 60. For example, I don't have the 58, okay, which I really want to have, because, or maybe I am, but I can't set millimeter by millimeter, but 5 to 5 millimeters. I use also this one. This is a 58 millimeters 1.4 Minolta Rockor. Amazing lens. I use on this camera. I take a couple of pictures, really nice bokeh. It's not the problem the lens is not sharp. The problem is the sensor has really small pixels, which can't resolve this lens, okay? This lens can't resolve this sensor, but I can put the dot behind the millimeters of the focal length. It's not that better than this one, the stabilization, but actually it's more precise and work in a little bit different way, okay? Or different TBs, both good but different. This one precise. What else? I showed that this bottom, as I told you, it's so small here. It's hard to find when you don't want to use it. It's uncomfortable, actually. This camera is really uncomfortable to use. We have got the back dial, which is pretty small, but you have it here, as you can see, back dial. This is the dial that I showed you before. Here, the left, right. Mode dial, which can lock. I prefer this mechanism to lock when I want to lock and unlock, on off switch. Here nothing, as you can see, but look at that, how it feels so plasticky, as you can see, really cheap. Look this one, how it looks. Feels way different. Anyway, the screen actually it's a shitty, sorry, it's articulated screen, which I don't really like. I don't like this screen. It's I prefer the one like the AP7. Another reason to buy the AP7. Outside, shoot, close. This one you have got to put outside. This one is good for filming yourself, but only full HD video, not that good. Normal, okay, but the screen, it's better to close it and use the viewfinder, and that's it. What else? Diopter correction for people like me, which is using wearing glasses. Actually, you can use the remote, the auto remote from film cameras, which works with this camera. As you can see, we have got the real hole, not like the Nikon ZF. Here we can use the remote. This is a really nice thing that I really appreciate from a camera that want to be vintage. The IBIS, as I told you, it's good, but another important thing that I want to compare you with the Nikon ZFC. Apart of the aesthetics, that you can prefer one of the other one, but the ISO, the Pen F over 1600, 1600 ISO, you can't use it. Okay, it's really bad, really poor image quality, and has really poor image quality still with a lot of light. Okay, in daylight, this one it's way more better, not just a little bit, but any camera, APS-C or full frame, is better than Micro Four Thirds. This one is starting from 200 ISO, which is a lot. I show you the Samsung EX2F with small compact camera with small sensor, but actually starts from 80 ISO, lower still than this one. And you can see the difference. Lower ISO, lower ratio between the noise and the signal from the light. The pictures look really natural. This one doesn't look that natural, okay? It's still different from the OM1 and the OM3, which the pictures look a little bit better. No? Here, looks don't good, I don't know. Stabilization, actually, if you shoot in low light, if you have a building, you shoot the building, you can use IBIS, 2 seconds exposure handheld, you can do, but the image quality still, it's not the best, okay? Low noise, because you shoot long exposure with the stabilization, but actually the result is not good because it's the maximum image quality that camera has. And actually with the movement subjects, you shoot a picture of a person, the person still stay there for the picture, micro movement has, okay? And with the IBIS you can do nothing if the subject moves. That's why I prefer this one. No IBIS, okay? We don't have stabilization here in this camera, upside of the lens obviously. But actually I can raise up a little bit my ISO and I can have a clear image, okay? Here you can't. That makes a little bit useless the IBIS. It's good for the micro shaking, but actually it's enough to have still an old IBIS, okay? For micro shaking motions. And as I told you, I'm really sorry because I like aesthetically this camera. For some things it's comfortable, okay, like the compensation dial. For another thing it's not comfortable, the handling it's bad. It's a big camera, like you have to put a bag with you, you can't put in your bag, but if I have to have in your pocket, but if you have the bag with you, I prefer to carry a camera that makes better image quality, you know. The lens, I don't want to show you with the big lenses because you will never use this camera with big lenses. You will use the small lenses, especially because it doesn't have hand grip and it's made to be small and compact. And unfortunately this is not my camera. It's not my kind of camera. This one it's mine, okay, but I will sell it because I don't want to grab with me, okay. You know, usually I have a camera, I like it to only grab in my hands, okay? Still, if I don't take pictures, I like to grab in my hands with me. This one, no. This one, not. I don't like to hear in the hands. It's not that comfortable. The screen, it's not the screen that I like. The viewfinder, it's good. I still can use with the glass, which is fine, okay? It's good viewfinder. Not the highest resolution, but it's good. Still for today. It's comfortable to have black and white and color here, okay? I told you, some pictures are better in black and white, some others in colors, but you know, the colors of this camera and don't feel that good. I don't know how to explain, unfortunately. People say it's better, but it's not the best built camera. It's not the best ergonomics. It's not good enough image quality. It's only beautiful, okay? I think this camera is beautiful if you want to put in the table when you are with your friends. It's nice to show this camera because it looks really, really good. But I don't want to carry with me, okay? I think with less money you can buy a better camera, but actually it's only for aesthetics. If you like it, buy it, but as I told you, it's not as good as people said. That's all. That's my really personal review. I love Olympus. I love the cameras, but I think I will stop to the M5 Mark II, which is the last compact, good built camera. That's it. Let me know in the comments if you like the Pen F. It's a legendary camera. I don't know if they will make ever a Mark II version, but I think if we are watching the Win3, which is bigger than this one, I don't think Micro Four Thirds will make any sense. Micro Four Thirds make sense if the camera is small. If it's not small, I grab a bigger sensor, bigger image, really better image quality, and I will use that one. And that's it. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this camera, if you know it, if you like it, if you have any experience. We will see in the next video. Io vi ringrazio. Ciao ciao.